Welcome back to Underway Drifting and Dreaming. I'm Jennifer. Jim and I are on the America's Great Loop. We are overwintering in Kemah, Texas. This morning I'm out walking the Watergate Marina, which is ginormous place to be. There are so many slips here, a lot of sailboats. There are trawlers, yachts. The marinas have beautiful walking paths. I'm out right now in a 3-mile loop between my marina and Watergate. It's a little foggy. We are continuing on working on maintenance on the boat. We left Key West back in April of 2024, cruised on the Great Loop from April until December, ended up in Clear Lake, Texas, and we have one item of maintenance that we must deal with. It was not expected until later on. We had a few tornadoes, torrential thunderstorms that went through that drove a little bit of water into the boat, so we have to take care of that. But join us on board and watch Jim do a little bit more work. We are in for the winter. Jim is bouncing around on different projects based on the weather. It was supposed to be cold and chilly today, and it is beautiful, 70 degrees in Texas. Hey Jim, what are you doing?
Working.
You're always working. You got some dry caulk there?
So the portholes, I mean, definitely needed to be recaulked, and we're also going to do a little bit on the rub rail here. But this last storm, we had moisture down on the wood, way down there, and so what I found, I mean, water always works its way down. It's right below this, so, and I started poking into this. You could see the water is bedded inside here, so it's been going through there because it was a driving rain. The windows,
well, we had tornadoes, several tornadoes come through in that rain.
Yeah, the windows themselves aren't leaking, it's the frame around it.
Okay.
So it went down in between the two liners. It's a fiberglass liner on the inside down to the bottom, but we did see the wood, and we used a moisture meter, actually found that it was wet. Not too bad, it'll dry out. But I'm going to go ahead and pull all the caulking out of all three of these windows. The other ones are a little better designed. You can see it has a frame on it, and so it doesn't
Walking backwards, I hate to fall in.
Doesn't leak. Although this window
Has caulk around the outside
caulk,
there.
but it's a lip behind there. So we'll do these three on the other side, and then work with good weather.
All right, we'll let you get back to work.
All right, so you can see I'm pulling the seal out. It's been compromised. You can see how all the water was holding on the inside, so the water's been going in right past it and then going through the lip. So
Okay.
this was
That was a
fine,
huge
really.
storm. We were out of town for a few days, and
So I'll take this all out, clean it up real well, let it dry. I think the weather's gonna be nice next couple of days. So
well, it has screws in there. I don't know if you want to unscrew that.
These are for the screens, so they don't pop out.
Oh,
They're little nubs.
okay.
I think the only way to take these out is by basically redoing all the wood on the inside.
No, we're not going there.
So if these can at least be sealed with good caulk, this is probably original, and this is really aged, so it was well overdue. It's just part of maintenance on these boats. The caulk will eventually dry out, but you can tell it was not redone.
I'm sure it's not the original. It would be, what, 27 years old? It could be.
Could be, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's definitely old, so we will clean up. There's been a little overspray on these chromes, so we'll clean that all up. Trying to catch as much as I can. Capture it. But yeah, it's a lot of water in there. So it's obviously water was penetrating through.
All right, I'll go inside and take the screen out and let you work.
All right. Yeah, it's all one piece window. I thought there was wood trim around it because a lot of our windows do have wood trim, but you can see it's all one piece. And I'm hoping, I mean, the screws weren't too sealed in there, so I'm hoping the frame will come out relatively easy. I've got maybe 50% of the sealant off. I'm hoping it just pops out and it'd be much easier to clean the sealant off of it. I'll use some type of thinner to get the sealant off. Let's see. Oh, that's gonna be tough. All right, so I'm gonna finish taking up as much as I can. I really don't want to come up under here with the paint scraper because it'll tear up the, it's like a Formica here. But I do want to get this off to allow it to air out. I'm sure the outer hull and the inner liner, there's a gap, and that's where the rain is going underneath. All right, back to the scraper. Okay, so we have all the rubber material, old caulking cleaned out. Some of it was soft, so I'm thinking it may have been a 5200 that didn't cure, but the other stuff came off pretty easy, so maybe a 4200 or silicone. But it was definitely failed, just being old and dried out, so you can see, you know, the gaps there. So right now I've got it all cleaned out. I polished the chrome, so I cleaned that all up. There's a lot of overspray and stuff on it from when it was painted, so looking good there. I've dried it out. I used acetone to clean any other residual. So now we're taping. So I'm just using a painter's tape to put around, and then I'll fill it with a silicone. We'll show you in another next clip. It's a AGLCA, I believe, is the brand. It's a black rubbered silicone. I'll make sure see what, but it's good for bonding and sealing, and it remains flexible. So got a tape, so I'll really fill this in real well, smooth it out, and it'll be a nice seam all the way around. So we'll do these two in the outside frame of the third window. Got this cleaned out here too. The same situation. This is a fixed window. I've cleaned out the old silicone that was on the window itself, and I'm going to get a gray to match the other stuff that's inside. I don't want to pull these out. They're sealed. There's no leaks there, but it'll clean that up. And as you can see on our fourth and fifth windows, same thing. This stuff is just, this white stuff is over top of a clear silicone. So I'll clean this up real well and rebed that on the outside with the gray silicone. And then this window opens, and we'll get to that one next. And our next step will be replacing the black caulking that's underneath here. I'm going to sand these down and revarnish. You can tell they're getting old, but there was a black silicone here, so we're thinking some water may be getting up there, because when I hose it off, I spray there intentionally, and all that black stuff comes off. So I'll reach in there with the tool, clean it up, and we'll re-silicone this whole side.
Now what are you up to?
Caulking.
What is that? Light
Just
caulk?
about live caulk. Not cheap. It's 33 bucks a tube. It's
Wow.
a polished sulfide base rubber compound. So, you see, I've taped both sides of the bead, which makes it real nice.
Oh, you've already done this one.
So I've already done this one, and then I wipe it with my finger and I help push it in, you know, any of the tight areas. I'm going to let this sit for about half hour or so, then I'll peel the tape off, and it'll be hopefully a really nice line there. See, this stuff goes on pretty good. I do probably need an electric battery operated caulk gun.
Did we have one of those?
So important is really get it up in the crack. And I'll go down to this edge here, and I'll show you how I use my finger. You can see that's a pretty big gap here. So I slow down, make sure I get a good amount inside there.
And when you go back with your finger, you'll be able to get like here where it's...
Yeah, So
Sorry,
you can
I
see
took
here,
that off there.
so that's why I've got the tape on the edge. So I just come back with my finger and I'm pushing it in further in.
It's very bright out here. Definitely need sunglasses.
Beautiful day. It's like 90 degrees.
It is not 90. I'm inside working.
All right, so by pushing that in, it's forcing it onto the two edges, which helps to create a better seal. And then it's pushing it in there. So it's going to be, hopefully look just like a rubber gasket all the way around. So we'll finish this one up. And then give it about a half hour or so, and I'll take the tape off. When you pull the tape, you want to pull it towards the caulking, just like painting. If you tape a surface, this is what I've learned from some good painters, is you pull it towards it, because if you pull it away, it can pull the tape or the paint or the caulking towards your knife edge. So you always want to pull it towards the wet edge. Alrighty, we'll continue and get this all weather tight for the winter. We're really getting it inside that.
Yeah, right there. This corner is deep.
Yeah, this is, I think, where a lot of the fiberglass is still good here, but I'm going to bring the caulking out past where the exposed fiberglass is. We'll really seal it well. And then that was definitely something I should have done. I knew the caulking was cracking and not perfect.
Well, it just took that big storm to...
Yeah, I'd really realized that it was pulling some water in, some moisture in. So we'll get it all fixed. And that's why we're here for 4 months, to do projects that require 2 or 3 days. This will take about 3 days to set up completely. So see, I'm really pumping it in there. And this is definitely a low point, so the water is going to come down, drain, and puddle in there. So I'll make it so it's not catching water. All right, now the fun part. There will be a little bit extra left on my finger, so I'm going to just go back over this area again. I'm kind of working it in there. Take out that extra stuff, push it back in the crack. You can feel the sun is just baking the stuff. It's warm to touch.
It's your elbow. All right, I'll leave you at it.
All righty.
I'm gonna go back in and keep working.
All right, so it's been on here about a half hour or so. I think it'll be dry enough. I want to be able to see what I'm doing before I take that one off. Yeah, so it's starting to break the tape, so it's getting dry enough. That's why you don't want to leave it on too long, because I'm pulling it towards the wet surface. It's leaving a nice line there. I think the black will blend into the blue much better than the white that was on it.
Oh, that black looks awesome.
Yeah, I think it looks really good. And then
I thought you'd go the other direction.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to because it's already tearing. I don't want to
There you go.
ruin the edge of the caulking that's.
You don't want to lift it
I don't
up.
want to lift it up. So let's see what it looks like with the. I'm going from both directions. It's gonna get a little precarious. Should have gloves on again. All right.
Looks nice. You have a little bit of.
Should have gloves on, but I
caulk
can't
up
grab
here.
the tape.
Oh, you can't grab the tape with gloves on. Yeah, I
Alright.
think that's just a little bit of
That'll
overreach.
come off. So yeah, it looks pretty good. You can see where some of the overspray still exposed, but no exposed fiberglass like that one corner. My big concern is that there's no,
Where water can collect there.
yeah, so it's sloped.
You need me to pull it off?
There we go.
All right, good job.
Not too bad.
You're gonna sneeze. Well, Jim finished up the windows on the port side. So we have a new project coming out, and that is what's missing up there. You can probably see it here on the dock. So come back next week and we will be working on the anchor pulpit. Jim actually took a circular saw to the bow, and we'll check out the maintenance that we continue to do at the dock. Thank you for joining us. We really appreciate you being here. We'll be making more.